This is the Hennepin Technical College out here. This is the roof. We've basically got 4 bays. We're basically dividing the project into 4 little sections with the roofer. The electrical and mechanical will be in our scope of work, or the electrical and sheet metal needs to perform duct extensions on every fan unit and every curb. There's quite a bit of them here. We will basically have, while the roofers are working on one quadrant, we will be ahead of them, and we will have the electrician go ahead, disconnect all the units within that quadrant. The tinner will come behind and perform duct extensions, roughly 10-inch duct extensions on every curb. The existing fans will get put back down, and the electrician will reconnect with a long electrical whip. The roofers will then come back when they get to this quadrant, and they will lift up the existing fan unit that has been raised, do their roofing, and put the existing one right back down in place, and no disconnect should be needed because of the long whip is what's going to be done on this project. And just so we can see all the fan units, and we will get a count based on the plans. These ones here are abandoned, which will be capped and eliminated by the roofer. Each one of these fan units, they've all got electrical fans. As we get over here, there's larger exhaust units. Here's a good picture and a good example. The roofers are going to raise the curb that the fan unit is sitting on. We are responsible for raising the ventilation, raising this unit up, and the electrical that feeds in from the bottom. Here's another example of the same thing, just in a larger version. The feet will be raised and flashed out by the roofer. We are responsible for raising the ductwork, duct extension, and extending the electrical. Another fan unit, another exhaust unit. Pretty good idea of what needs to be done here. Another intake, same thing. The plans should show pretty clearly which ones need to be eliminated versus raised and how many fans there are. So we'll get a count on that. But this whole roof is to be done. Another group of fans across the way. Here's another group of fans. A lot of curb raises and electrical in this area. Here's the air conditioning unit. This unit is going to be raised 18 inches by the roofers. The roofers will put new sleepers, curb, and will raise the unit itself 18 inches. We as the mechanical are responsible for raising the refrigeration and the curb hood, as well as the electrical disconnect, which goes down through the pipe box. More units. All duct extensions. As we come back to the far area, there's another AC unit. Pretty much the same as the last one. The roofers will extend the curb and raise the actual unit itself. We are responsible for the electrical, which goes through the pipe box, and the refrigeration piping. Overall, this is a pretty decent job. Lots of lay down room, lots of space. It's a pretty good sized roof. Here's a look back at the large fan units that we have to extend up and re-insulate. The roofers will be here with jacks and lots of laborers to help lift these units and move them around. That work will be taken care of by the roofers. As far as the manual lifting and jacking up of these units. This is the interior of the building. Rain leader going into an existing chase that has to be opened. We'll have to look at the existing plans, but a lot of this ceiling tile and grid will have to be removed and replaced, or patches. The existing deck is concrete deck. I think if we note on the plan, wall penetrations coming through here, we have to patch in a certain way. That goes right up to the deck. In some areas, soffits have to be built along here. There's a detail on the plan that shows the soffit detail. Some of the drains will be coming down in classrooms such as this. This area is where one of the main waste risers runs, is in this chimney chase. So this will have to be opened up at two locations. The second floor, which I'm standing on, and the first floor down below. Some of the waste piping will come down this corridor. I believe, per the plans, we have to build a soffit from here down to the chase, over to where it connects into this chimney. The soffit continues along to this other chimney. There's no exact plan. By talking to the architect here, it's more of a design build. Patch the brick to match as best we can and build the soffit as best we can aesthetically.